Hey there, this is Peacekeeperalex and the Psychic Wargamers. This is going to be the Psychic Wargamers Total War 3 Kingdoms Yellow Turban Rebellion campaign Let's Play number 62 and the Psychic Wargamers stream number 69. It's gonna be battle for Yingchuan District, Gongdu against Yuanshu. 4,600 against 5,800, so 3 armies against 2. It is predicted, but I think I can prevail here, so we're going to start battle. Imperial City. So there's going to be a land battle. We're going to see if we can prevail here. Against larger forces, moderately. Moderate low, is that what it would be considered? So we can see our army starting to hit the field here because we're coming from the signs for some reason. We do have allies, that we're going to want to protect here. We do have some horsemen. We're going to come at them from the signs then. That is east, I believe. Yeah, that's east. We're coming at them from the east. The rest of our army here comes forth. Five retinues in total. Our cab's leading the way here, at least for some of it. Well, it seems to be our cab for now. You can see the enemy here. Swordsman units. A lot of different swords. Got some heavy halberds, got some crossbow. Giant militia. Light bow infantry. Giant company, medium axe infantry. You can't really see our allies kind of tucked away in the tree. You can see just a small amount. You hear People's Warband, light sword, hiding in the trees. We can group together our bows. looks to have won this one closely. But still could be. One last charge. Yuan Shu wins. Gosh, that happened. Fight defeat. So 4,726 deployed, 4,081 lost, 645 remaining. The enemy deploys 5,933, loses 4,693, 1,240 remaining, 537 enemy captured. Yuan Shu does win, and Gongdu was defending as well as he was the allies. We have another battle here, Goksandu and Zhangyan. We're just going to delegate this one because superior forces, smaller battle. We have a win here. Decisive victory, Battle of Yip, Imperial City. 59k. And then we're going to face a Goksandu again. And this time, since we have less forces. Can we retreat? See if we can. Lu Yu attacks 2,000, 3,400. We only got 29. We can almost win this. 3,600. Siege of Bohai fishing port. We could technically speaking win this one. So yeah, he against Lu Yu. I'm done. Watch it. Wei Wang. Alright. So, 4 deployables. Multiple entrances here. We'll probably use 3 or 4. I don't know if they're gonna. We do have reinforcements coming from behind over here in the west. Eastern defense. And this one over here. Our forces are a bit dwindle. So we're just gonna have to deal with it to a certain degree. Pretty much it. I'm in the forest light bow, so we got to do it on a secondary. I remember we're going to try and shift off to our left flank, so west direction, right off to the right side. We're going to try and send forces and attack the right side of the enemy army. Saber militia, Goldie Spearman, medium bow, 2 units. They also have some light sword cav racing towards to try and intervene, and meeting up with other kinds of cav too, mounted lancer militia. And all we have is one retinue over on this side, some really decent bowmen, and some sword. And I don't know if that's all we have. We want to race them up to the middle side, probably. Probably what we're going to do. They might catch us. So what do we have here? So we have 7 units of archers, make them 9 units. Do have some cav. And then of course some melee infantry. So we do have peasant spearmen, peasant warriors. We have some bow veterans, light spear infantry, we got some military warriors. Multiple units of that. Put that on 3. $15 units in total. There was 7 units. Military warriors, but another 2 on the way, and there was some who ended up meeting up. Some cav ended up attacking our bowmen. We end up sneaking the warriors on by to get them over to the base. Right now it's looking 2,500 against 2,500, and it's because we need that extra unit to a certain degree. We're going to set up our caltrop line. Caltrop line's going. So we've got a right force here on the right flank that's pretty scary. Way off in the distance, our holy arrow archers are getting hit. You can see forces Magi militia and the Yellow Turban warriors clashing here off into the distance outside the settlement and trying to retreat them towards the fishing port, which it is safe. Again, on the right side, they are gathering. They move past those caltrops and going towards peasant warriors. We have gathered, though, on the right side. A lot of arrow fire exchange on the right side entrance. Forces meeting. Multiple cav units. You can see some yellow dragons moving inwards. I'm gonna have to get past this mob. Mob defense is what it looks like, and the enemy has a little bit more, but we got a lot of arrows. So that was the interesting part. Right flank, the left side now, they have tried to sally forth. Again, to the west, we're going to try and shore up as well with more peasant warriors and yellow children warriors. Right in the center here, and they're going to clash with the saber militia that's running right across those caltrops. So we're going to try and send the rest of our army, which really is not much. They just, leaving this left side entrance, really, they ended up wreaking too much havoc. We're only going to be able to hold them for so long until they break through. On the right flank, they're pretty much gone. Shift that bow fire, that's the last thing we can do. Try and get those bows over there on that side. It's the one thing that can save them. So if they get there in time, you can see. That is the one thing that can save them. The right side we ended up securing enough to be able to just leave the melee infantry there to hold the line. You can see that scrappy defense right in that west entrance, but there's 2 generals, 3 generals, 2 generals. Is that? Looks to be. Oh, and then of course, there we go. Get these arrows in fire. You can see that they are hitting them. And the forces that we have here, the peasant archers, yellow turban spearmen, dwindling. A small amount here is control 3, 4. These guys going down quick, holding them down. See here, our healer. Oh, he does have a healing buff and saves himself. And that'll be the one that's holding that area down then. He's going to be able to survive. We're just going to continue to hit him with archers, and that tactic might work. We just continue to... If they continue to move and muster towards, though... There's the difference. And you can see we do have more units hit the field. We're going to try to race them down towards... I forgot we do have extra units. So off to the right, north entrance. Yellow turban warriors, peasant spearmen, all just holding back still from that huge amount of arrow fire at the beginning on the enemy. And trying to get over here the caltrops, and then the race across the field here, just a little bit behind to start pelting archers on the enemy for when they enter the city here. You can see it's working. It's working! The amount of cav here going down. Getting hit hard. We're able to maneuver against the enemy as they try to enter areas and should not be. The amount of damage is substantial. By the time they get over there, they want to half retreat. But if they end up making it towards... We're going to shift fire here on the enemy that's trying to get near us. And not much. Oh, there we go. Go, 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 go. Keep moving, keep moving. So we try and race these archers out of the way as they get there with some cav. Some spear units. We try to maneuver, try to go our last line of defenses here. Keep moving. Our giant sea raiders try to go in, but they end up getting caught by some enemy. Look in the west entrance. Trying to break through, and they're able to do so. We're able to get back here in time, and they are trying to capture the city, so we can send one of our giant sea raiders over here, but the spear units, better go this way. They are trying to capture the city center, and we do have more units. trebuchet this time. So we're going to be able to send some more units upward, downwards, to be sure. Or more upwards for them. Downwards, eastern viewpoint. So from the west. See some of the units still chirping away and attacking, but we have some axe warriors there. See, men of the force fighting with some axes. And we do have that Jatsi Raider unit that did make it through. But a bit of a gambit happening in the middle of the street here. Look at this. West entrance on either side. A bit of a showdown. The enemy's just a bit outmatched here, I think. The Saber Militia, 2 units. The Yellow Turban Warriors, 2 units as well. 200 and some odd. And they also have a 3rd as well, Conso Marines. And the pits were lit and our archers are getting hit. So we try and race them across. Get them out of the way. And some of them did get hit there. So you can see movement here across the town. I'm sending the White Horse Raiders. And we only have a few just on that right flank now, surrounded on either side. Gowley Spearmen and then our 2 generals in the mix still. We're going to try and get Lu Shu here. Get him out of the way, one of the enemy generals. We don't have to worry about him. And then more entering the fray here. More of our units getting to the city, which has been captured from the enemy so thus far. I believe so. Almost. Capture point's close. It hasn't been fully captured, but it's near it. 1100 and 900. You can see multiple men of the forest here. You can see the bowmen now. We're going to be able to put some bow fire on the enemy. Just 2 bow units might change the entire thing. So the enemy breaks by the west entrance. And it looks like multiple units here. The Saber Militia, Lankai Spearmen, retreating Goli Spearmen, holding the line at 102 units, but just too many units on my side breaking through. Lankai archers still firing, and off in the distance we can still see a large amount of enemy, and they ended up winning that right flank. You can see just the 2 generals there holding it. Well, they didn't win it. Actually, I think they actually partially lost, actually. The 2 generals still remaining there and the others fleeing backwards. So technically speaking, the 2 generals, Han Yuan Chang and Qi Yuan Chang, the brothers, Han and Qi. Han Qi, eh? Qi Han. Qi Han, alright. And we can send him over here right at the Gowley Spearmen and break that unit. We're actually going to break free ourselves and see what kind of damage that wreak. Well, what kind of defense need be? You can see here off in the distance, and the charge. There, enemy gets a little bit hit there. More horsemen though too as well. enemy sparse ended up not being able to really group together near the end here. Multiple units fleeing. And a couple, there's Lightbow Cav with the goalie spearmen end up fading away here. So we end up moving them inwards, try and vanquish the enemy. And right near the trebuchet, enemy Cav getting caught by some bowmen. Seven White Wave Horsemen. And right into the center street. So right in the middle of town. A Cav charge running right into he forces, but then the bowman hitting the enemy on our side. Trebuchet fire. And then running right down, you can see this large parade line of he forces entering this inner area right before the steps. Inner city. In the city, well, fishing port, technically speaking. So undecisive forces are moving forward. Bowfire still. And victory. So the enemy ends up fleeing, and that was it. Go back to that capture point, and you can see the battle scars. The entrances right on that right side. And of course, the west entrance. More heavy. Of course, the left side here, really the onslaught that had happened earlier. Southern entrance, and them breaking through. Close victory. 1823. 258 from one of their units. Their generals 211, 136, and 87. Our generals on our side not doing too much. 57, 28, 41 for one of the captains. The enemy, Yellow Dragons, they're getting a lot of... Even still with getting a lot of kills. So 3,560 deployed. They lost 3,048. They got 512 remaining. 3,785 deployed on my side. 3 armies, 2,851 lost, and 934 remaining. 266 enemy captured. Recruit, Siege of Bohai, a fishing pod. Recruit. Staving officer kind of attack here. To get to the main campaign movement. So 2 battles, and some Essential war alongside Yan Shao. We still have to deal with him. He declared war on Yukos and Zan. There's a release Suhua. So when we see the board, we see that we still have a decent amount. It's a bit hectic. So. Ours is the Yellow Gongdu is the Alliance as well too, so we practically consider it to be fairly in line as well as in the north. You can see the amount of muster here that's happening, and our response is only 3 armies, so it's not going to be enough to take that, but we can move upwards. So we can take Yi. That's correct. We move northwards is what we're going to want to do here. No, not that north. Xinjiang. Close victory. Siege of Yi Imperial City. 2,763 deployed with 3,173. 2 armies. We're going to have to build siege though, so we're going to want a battering ram and that as well. And does this cost 3 too? It costs us 4. No way. Continue siege. So Yi. Kingdom of Song. We're trying to. This is one of the last of the north. And we are also coming from over here too. Bohai. city. Close victory here, 1460. We're going to delegate this if that's the case. We're going to delegate that. It's a smart delegate. 1460 deployed, 439 lost, 1021 remaining out of the enemy losing 2,461. Only 22 remaining. And I almost want to ransom this. No, we're near recruit. Always recruit, 23%. Much better. We do need a way to turn in Bohai fishing ports. We did get attacked there not too long ago. Would we win the siege? And we can just capture the settlement. So occupy and aid wounded. Yeah. So we had treasure arrives from a new settlement with a heavy bulk strapped to his crooked back, heading heavily with this man. Slams his bulking Simon down at your feet before collapsing. His loot chest with its lock broken open, filled up to the brim with jewels and precious trinkets of considerable value. He Yuan Chang treasury plus 500. Nice. It's fairly decent. Alright. So, Bohai, we've ended up to maintain, but we need to recruit. Good sir, we need more than what we have here. Yeah, that is more like what I'm talking about here. Recruit. Yep, there we go. Recruit over here. Oh. I think we need to raise an army. I think that's what we need to do. Yep. Raise, and raise. Because that's not how you're supposed to do it, you know it. Pingwan. So we do have some more armies to the north here, and Dong is where they are mustering 4 huge forces, is what it is. And to the north, we're going to send our armies to Yi, to Imperial City. So that's really what it's going to be. And then we still got other forces too near Hanai to the south, and to the north, Pingwan. So this is really it, man. This is where it's at, and we secured Bohai as well. And if we just get rid. You just don't have to worry about Gongsun San to the north here. Gongsun Du, as well as Lu Yu. We're good. And right against them, you can see our ally, Zhang Yan, Zhongshan, and Yamen. And they're right there. So that's the good thing about it, is that we have a lot of allied forces here. And it's all pretty much allied forces all the way to the west. So they're just a couple more cities, 4 or 5 more cities to the north. If we secure it, we won't have to worry. Defensive position. Then what to the south? Well, Taishan is there, and I don't know if we're at war with. I don't think we're at war with. We are actually. There's that one city there, right in the middle. We still have to worry about, and we can move two upwards, so we can catch Liu Bei with his pants down. We're just gonna delegate. Very correct. Because we get him off guard. He only has 1,000 there. We bring in 3,000. There's nothing else to say. Well, whatever then. We release both, and then recruit. Continue to move upwards to Taishan, trade part. Gongsun San, he's got a full army there, and we've got to wait for the reinforcing army as well as that we are sending upwards. And we can actually march, because I think that would be better. March straight upwards. He's right there. So we just gotta watch out to the south for Pen Chang, because now we gotta raise an army here. I think we gotta raise an army. Fairly certain. So confirm, and then captains. Here we go. Confirm. So there we go. We got another army ready to go at Penchang Temple, and we might be able to get a second one. Oh no, because we can't. The seasonal deployments are full. So right against to the south, we got to worry about Liu Bei, which he escaped the first time, and for some reason has taken hold of Penchang again. So we have to worry about that, and that's what we're going to send this army here for. Tuba Jia. He's hiding in Penchang Temple, and we're going to spring upon the tiger. Alright, you're fine. And in this right here, this is the dude who attacked us while trying to get to the campaign map here. You want Shu. You want Shu. 2 cities, Luoyang. Those are the 2. And is there more? There is more. Chen. How do they have Chen, is what I say. That is one of our cities. It's a farmland. It's the farmland. We need to take back the farmland. Yangzhou, of course, was one of them as well as. We've got more armies over here. So we do have 2-3 armies way off to the south. And this was the entire fiasco with Cao Cao. So Cao Cao, and then we can also see Kingdom of Wei, a full army here. So we'd probably want to do battle against Kingdom of Wei here. One battle right here and see if we win. Zhang Yi, and we're okay. So we are, since it's close to defeat though, because for some reason it did not group together with the other one, the other army. There we go. This might change it now. And now we're stuck, so it ends up it's sticking to 2 armies against 1 for Kingdom of Way, a bit of a trap set. And I don't know if I can race over there in time to be able to change that. But what I can do is try and take out Liu Bei over here, near Yangzhou Imperial City. That's it, that was the thing of it. And right outside our gates is another Kingdom of Wei force. Right outside Huangshao. What is it? Yeah, Kingdom of Wei. So what we want to do is, we're on march right now. We just want to be on normal. And then we're going to see what we can do here. So yeah, 5,066 against 2,923. Battle of Lujiang, Lumberyard. And we are going to be squaring off against Zarubao. And he's Huang Xiaoyai, and he's an old man too in this. He's almost like 70, he's like 70 something. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So a large force here. We're gonna see what it ends up looking like. Alright. So we're starting in a forested area. I almost want to be right in the open, so my deployables, we're gonna make it fairly known. Our left flank secure. So our left flank, we do have archers. Decent amount. So we got some yellow turban archers, 4 units, but with archery masters and a peasant archer unit. Interestingly enough, we'll put them way off left flank. We are going to get some reinforcements to the north. Our Malay infantry do have 1 horse unit, so 4 yellow turban warrior units, 5, make that 5. We got some yellow sky heralds, got some chanters, got militia virtue, yellow turban spearmen, people's warband as well. We got our 3 generals, and then we also have some Yusha. Yellow turban horsemen as well. We're going to start battle. And we can see the other reinforcements hitting the field. Archers, more archers. We got some spearmen as well arriving. So the second army got some 3 spearmen. We got another 6 units yellow turban warriors. Or was it 3 units? Just 3 units, but also 3 units of these spears as well too, and more horsemen as well. So we can secure that right flank. Is what we're going for. Be true. Spearman captain. Off the right flank. And the enemy has yet to reveal. So as you can see, having the stakes, arrow towers, oil, right off the left side, we want to kind of shore up that right flank with something, so I'm glad that we just have the reinforcements, and we'll kind of just stack it right on the right side. 6 units. With no bow fire. Maybe we should shift that. Put the 3 bows on the right side. We do see some enemy army movement. Got a heavy axe band, yanks out giant infantry, flank high archers. You can see an arrow tower as well. The enemy is starting to maneuver. So we are trying to maneuver our right flank here to match what we want to go for. We're going to do a single combat maneuver here for Hiji. You can see the enemy here crossing the field. Spear warriors, mounted saber militia on the right flank. And this is they are facing a northward. They're facing from northward direction. We are defending from southern position. Yanks out giant infantry maneuvering in. We can see a lot of them halberds moving through, getting those forested areas, and we have put up a picket fence for them to be meted. A lot of different spiky bits, and hopefully it works. You can see the archers here start to fire on upon the enemy. You can see that they're going to be there's some fire for a little bit, and then maneuvering. And we're also Huang Shao is also going to be joining the fray in single combat as well. He looks like he's going to be winning. You can see some saber militia is meeting up right in the center. You can see we have a right flank. We are in a bit of a circle position, just with some jagged edges, and you can see the enemy trying to traverse right to one of our backbone areas. This is really the front line, I think, is what I would say. And the curvature upwards, two-line formation, a little bit jagged, going north, going upwards here. We're protecting the right flank. You can see our archers firing upon, and it is maybe the difference having those archers in play there. Turban Spearman Captain almost catching that leopard. Let's see here, chance surprise. Look at this. Really good, because I'm going to get that Spearman right against that cav unit. Oh, and then they end up retreating. And I can see they did not like that. We end up cascading downwards. And we're going to slam right into the enemy, the light guy's spearman unit instead. You see, just to squeeze right through here. And they end up charging against that spearman unit, trying to break through and slam into the enemy. Some men get through, just a handful. Yellow Turban spearmen trying to attack this enemy side, and more end up maneuvering inwards. So you can see the amount of PE forces slamming downwards. I think this is Kingdom of Wei. I believe it is. This is Kingdom of Wei forces. This is Cao Cao. Yes. So you can see. So, yeah, a large maneuver ends up going in the southern direction. In the southeast, slams into the enemy's flank. Trying to hold on. And we got another 2 units that we can circle back as well as. And that's what we're going to do here. We're going to maneuver these 2. The Ba veterans, these light spears. Move off to the right flank, get these archers continuing firing on these spear warriors from the enemy. And you can see in the distance, we're still dealing with the saber militia. We do have more archers, but we're going to try and just group together and take down this cav unit. If we just charge the archers at them. Sometimes I find fighting the horsemen to be better if you outnumber them. All across the line here, and I can even move to the south. Oh, we need to light that. The oil's right on the enemy. So we need to light this. That's what would be good. You can see this unit moving upwards to try and light that fire. That's going to hit the enemy good if we do. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. See, the enemy's trying to stop whatever they're trying to do. Light the flames. We're going to circle our horsemen around too, because we do have some horse units we can use. And we're still curling upon the enemy, our right flank, and we're going to be able to position these spear infantry right behind, or we can even hit them in the center, because there's a break in the lines. We almost break through right next door. So the advantage can be pressed to a certain degree. One over there, one over there, and then one downwards. That's what we're going to do here. So in the left flank battle for the enemy seems to be... Oh, and they end up getting it lit. They light it. And there it goes. It gets a little bit lit. And they have to maneuver. And they're trying to escape that fire. And we're going to slam our horsemen. They ran over to the other oil spot. And now we're going to light this one with our horsemen. Bring them up to the left flank. You can see the heroes in the distance. And it might happen. We'll see. And we do have some units we can maneuver. So we end up maneuvering Yellow Turban Warrior unit. Surround the enemy on that left flank. We have another 2 units, and we can line towards that middle battle. And that's what we're going to maneuver right now. Chanters as well as... Yeah, our bows have switched up and are hitting the enemy bows in such a fashion. And they end up breaking. Left side is lit, so they end up lighting the other fire too, and that scattered the enemy even further. Small pocket of enemy units, like swordsmen, in the mix. We can shift bow fire off to that middle ground. It's kind of got a little bit janky on this side. Twists and turns amongst the trees, enemy pockets, and good ally and enemies. Right flank turned into a last stand here for mounted saber militia. On either side getting attacked. Really nowhere else to go. victory well at hand. So we end up shifting our armies towards the last remainder battle. The left flank is broken. We do not want to run into that flame. Last remainder of enemy. In a bit of a panic, you can see the maneuver, and they end up fleeing. Continue to move upwards to that last battle here, over to the west. Small remainder of heavy axe band still harassing, causing damage. And they are under some heavy bow fire, that is for certain, and still, some of them just not going down. They are starting to taper off here. So they're broken there. That leaves a handful of units on the map still within reason. Yeah, it looks to be. You got some Lankai spearmen to the south. We're just going to fast forward here just a little bit. And a huge mob that ends up getting there. Chasing down the enemy. The enemy trying to traverse off the map, and this battle pretty much finished. So we thought. A small band of cav getting harassed. Then bovires. They do a charge here. And here we are, heavy lax band still. This last remainder. There. Last break. Close victory. Lost 1473 off 5066, 3593 remaining. Release character. Enemy 2923 deployed, 2602 lost, 321 remaining. Close victory, Battle of Lujang, Lumberyard recruit. And that's going to be it for this episode, I think, to a certain extent. We ended up defending. We can get, yes, we can do a delegation here. And we weren't able to general any longer. Rest in peace. Release, recruit. Do we end up defending our territory? Yuhadang. We will give focus. Breathe out into your target, allowing your distractions to fall away.